guess what? All the maple sea rope season is over. We can retire this baby for another season, but I've got some good news and some bad news on this episode. Let's get comfortable and we'll chat just quickly, and then we got actually a pile of work to do. I didn't really think I was going to be bugging out here, but it looks like that's the case. So I want to quickly get the bad news out of the way, because life is not just about bad news. The lemons, and then we're going to talk about lemonade. So the bad news is the pond that we worked on really hard last year, put trout in from Lyndon Trout Hatchery. You guys go check them out if you want some fish. You want to go fishing? I don't know this year's up in the air. But we can't go to the pond anymore. The owners told me that without further notice, or until further notice, that the pond is off limits to me. I can't go there anymore. I have to wait till this thing is done. And the way things are going, this thing is not going to be done before the time that I need to collect my fish from Clark. It's not going to happen. So I need to look at another way of making lemonade from the lemons. And to be honest, that pond was not the best pond in the world for trout. You guys knew this. I knew this. Everybody knew this. The pond was too shallow, got too warm. We had issues with aeration and algae. And despite my best efforts of digging that pond deeper, I just did not have the budget to do it. So the hamster gets on the wheel and starts running. But at some point in time, you have to get out of that loop, that never-ending loop of despair and misery, and get off and just assess where you are and come up with a plan to make the best of what you've been given in life. And that's what it's all about. It's making do. And we made do with the pond last year. It got our series up and running. It got our sponsorship with Clark. He was super happy with the feedback that you guys gave him, and you dropping the name when you guys went out there to fish and ordering fish for your ponds. So we have a new lead. I spoke to him on the phone last night, the owner of this new pond, and he also thinks he has another alternate pond that may be better than his pond. So if his pond doesn't work out, we have another pond. So we get to do that after we do a little bit of work. So right now, we're going to meet Kevin up at the wood splitter, and we're going to split a bunch of wood because I want to make sure that there's some wood out here the next time I need to spend time out here, which is actually a couple times a week during this whole thing. It's just a way for me to bug out. They've cut off all my freedoms and liberties. Honestly, from my perspective, heart to heart here, is if we don't have freedom, we have nothing. We are already dead. And I don't want to die. I don't think you guys want to die either. I think you guys want to protect your liberties. All right, let's head up there. Let's meet Kevin. We'll get this wood splitter going. We'll get some fire for the cabin. We'll start living life the way it should be. Free.
Today we're splitting some firewood. This is the second season I've owned this. This is the Eastonmade 1222 log splitter. Andrew over at Eastonmade hooked us up. It's a beast. It can pretty much split whatever you throw at it. It's got many different splitting attachments. It's got a single wedge, 4-way wedge, 6-way wedge, box splitter. If you don't know any of those terms, it's because you're not a firewood guy, but you know what? You'll still enjoy this thing because it's amazing. One of the best things about this this log splitter is that there's a log lift. So you can roll your logs onto this little platform here, and it lifts them up to the splitting height of your splitter, so you don't have to bend down, lift. Well, you still got to bend down, but you don't got to lift it up. And that's the hardest part about firewood splitting, is that lifting logs. You got to pick your wedge for the type of wood you have. Now, this is a bunch of arborist wood. It's yard trees. Yard trees are traditionally very gnarly, got lots of knots, crotches, and stuff like that. So what I've got on this bad boy is a 4-way wedge. Now, with the 4-way wedge, the good thing about it is you can drop it right down. If you got something really gnarly, you split it with the 1-way wedge. You split it in half, and then you could raise and lower your wedge depending on how big of a split you want. This one with the 4-way wedge, pretty much all the wood we have here today, we can mash it into 4 easily. And then if you need to split it again, you just pull it back off this nice little platform here. You can resplit it. You got controls, so log lift up and down. You got your wedge up and down. Now that allows you to control the size of your firewood coming out of the back. You got your split and your retract. And what's cool about this is if you press both levers at the same time, it'll actually auto split. So it'll go push it all the way through the wedge and then come back automatically. So when you're getting logs, you can actually turn around, get your log, put it back on. The only thing limiting this splitter is the amount of people helping you load it. It could outsplit anybody. This guy's actually got a key start. So, you know, you put the choke on, you hit the start.
All right, guys, that's a breakdown of this awesome Eastonmade wood splitter. The link will be down below if you guys want to check it out.
Winterland, tell me all your secrets. Fill me in on your wildest moments. Colored trees, your yellow leaves move me. Dancing roofs, your painted red shakes the room. When I get there, I'll let my feet roll. When I get there, I'll break in your arms, I'll lose control. When I get there, I'll know the answer. Let me know when I get closer. Winterland, you're my sailing ship. Guide me in when you head for your trip. Right out of this wicked black and into bright sand. Straight towards the warm sun and into his hands. When I get there, I'll let my feet roll. When I get there, I'll break in your arms, I'll lose control. When I get there, I'll know the answer. Let me know when I get close.
Well, there we go, guys. There's the job done. Whew, I thought it was going to be easier than this because I thought we were going to be able to get the tractor all the way down here. Anyway, that's done. I just shake my spice up. It's getting a little bit stuck together with all that condensation and moisture that's happening inside the cabin. Anyway, we got a slab of Lyndon trout farm, trout hatchery, trout pond fish, rainbow trout. Got a half a fish because every time I cook this, I've never managed to eat the whole thing, especially by myself. Kevin won't eat this stuff. Spice this up. You can grab this on the website, woodedbeardsman.com. I kind of pre-baked my baked potato, so it'll be ready to go. And I'm just gonna throw some mixed vegetables in some aluminum. Just gonna do veggies, simple wrap. Throw a little bit of butter in there. I'll be all set to go. I'm gonna cook everything on the barbecue because it's a beautiful day outside in the neighborhood. Check out the spice, grab some spice. And then after that, we're gonna go visit the pond. But I need some fuel. So I found a couple boards up by the solar panels and pile them up. So that'll keep the wood dry. I mean, it's not gonna keep it perfectly dry, but the problem is because this stuff is so seasoned and so dry, it's like bone dry. If anything will happen, it'll absorb moisture. This way the air keeps flowing through it and then we can protect it from the rain on the top and we'll always have dry wood for the cabin, and that's the idea. Kevin's pretty big on having super dry wood. I'm like, I don't care. But he's like, you better cover it, and I don't want a black tarp out here because that just looks foolish. We had lots of leftover boards from the sawmill, so these will work perfectly and provide all the airflow that we need. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a pretty simple guy, and this is a simple meal for a simple guy. Got half a trout, baked potato, a side of veggies. Can't go wrong with that. Have I mentioned that that adobo spice goes on absolutely everything? Fresh maple syrup, gotta put some of that on there. So I'm gonna mow down on this and then meet Kevin up at the truck. And we're gonna go check out our pond to make sure that we can still keep eating trout. All right, guys, I got a little bit more time before we're ready to go. So I decided I'm gonna move. I have a fire pit down on the other end of the property that I haven't used in so long. I'm gonna go down there with the wheelbarrow and I'm gonna grab that fire pit. I'm gonna move it up here because it's obviously more useful by the cabin. So let's head over, grab those rocks, come right back. I didn't think I was gonna make it up that hill. There's another job done. Scratch that one off. Now we got an outdoor fire pit. You guys remember a while back I put a camera out on the coyote beds way back here in the bush because we were hearing them sound off all the time, and Jeremy and I went for a big walk and we found where they were sleeping. It was kind of cool. I've never found a coyote bed like that before. I didn't really think they existed. I thought coyotes mostly slept underground in little tunnels, but I guess sometimes they can't find those things, so they sometimes sleep up above. Oh, we got deer tracks now. That's pretty cool. And a big scrape like thing here. I don't know, is that turkey or what, but they've pawed the ground out here, so that's pretty cool. I'm probably going to end up spooking a deer on my walk here. There's definitely tracks all through here. Look at this. That's all new. Those are the spring deer coming back to try to find a bed. Hopefully I can get through here to actually get my camera. I don't know if I can. It's pretty swampy. But this is a thoroughfare for the deer. We do have a couple cameras out on the water here, so I'll pick those cards up and we'll see what's on those. We can get through here. Maybe we got a beaver in the swamp now. I don't know. It's always curious to see the different critters that we have on the property. So I'm going to turn the camera off now and I'll check back in once we get over to the coyote spot. Whew, it's real super sketchy through here right now. I'm hoping that the beaver's gonna make his dam here. I don't know if he's not been here yet. It's not making any work done anyway. So I've got to skirt this big swamp mess without getting a wet boot. You never know where it's gonna end up being deep. Thankfully it's not too bad. We're in the mess of it now. Glad I remembered where I put it. We're way in the swamp thing. This is a really cool place to bed though. Let me show you what it looks like now that spring has come. They were on top of this hump here, and there was a bed here and another bed over there, but obviously it's not super suitable for a pack of 4 or 5 anymore because, well, even over there was a dry spot, but now it's all wet, and the spots that were flat that they could bed on before are gone. So it's a good time to pull the camera. The camera was over here this whole time. This is the Browning Spec Ops, and it doesn't put out any infrared. Well guys, I'm gonna play this back for you guys now because the battery is completely dead. So maybe there was something in here. That would be pretty neat. So you guys are gonna see that now. Unfortunately, in my real time, I gotta wait till I get home to check this card. So here, let's roll it. I just want to break these clips down for you guys because if I don't, it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense. Obviously this is the first day, this is setting it up, so it's gonna be net 0. Every day after that, I'm gonna put net from the day we put the camera in, because that's really the context here. So this first clip here is net 4 days. Now the most important part of this whole clip is the reaction from the lead coyote. You can see that it startles. It immediately takes a pause and a step, and then it shakes itself off. It looks around a little bit to see what's going on. It takes a couple more steps here. It assesses the situation, is like, no, something is wrong, and then it flees. And that makes this whole bed area pretty much shot. Animals use their bedding areas to protect themselves. They want to be safe, so they can't have any interruptions at all. I'll remind you that this camera puts out 0 light. It may make a sound, I don't know. It's undetectable to me, but I'm sure animals can detect it, especially for animals that are really heavily hunted, like coyote. Now I'll replay this again a little bit slower. You can see the reaction This is when the animal has sensed danger, has sensed that something is wrong, and starts to assess the situation. People who think animals don't have any defenses, defenseless animals, don't understand animals at all, and they certainly don't understand hunting. These animals are under a lot of pressure, and if they feel that something's wrong, immediately they react and escape. It's hard to see the coyote, but you can make it through the fog, so it's probably early morning. So as you can tell, after 18 days, a lot of the scent's gone. Animals are coming to check it out. It's a lot more calm this time, and it's kind of looking around. It seems like it's looking around for some scent, maybe from some other coyotes, to see if this is an active bedding area. So this is seems like probably a revisit of a coyote that probably used to bed here a long time ago. So they came back through just to check things out. This is a young coyote just coming through. I think a lot of the scent from the camera has probably dissipated. Net 26 days. Here's a coyote that's probably used to bed here. It's checking out the bed to see, you know, what's going on. It could be potentially looking for females to see if there's a female there, but it's looking in the bedding area to see what's going on and checking for scent. It's not startled anymore, so it's not smelling any of us. After 26 days, that scent is dissipated. Now here's another clip for this is net 30 days. You see a coyote doing the same thing as 4 days previous. It's just sniffing around, looking for sign of coyote. Obviously the coyotes that used to bed here are not bedding here anymore, because this is the last clip I do have after I pulled the camera. So this coyote's just looking around, seeing what's going on. Takes a stretch as if it might actually take a bed here. In the end, the coyote leaves because it's not really finding what it's looking for. I hope you guys thought these clips were interesting. I certainly did. And it goes to show just how wary these coyotes are. Oh, so excited. Kevin's not a fisherman, so he's not excited.
Just another day of work for me.
Just another day. Got all that wood gone, split, stacked, racked. Now let's see if we can get our pond rack. Kevin doesn't eat fish. Somebody asked me if he would dig a pond on his property, and I'm like, no, he probably wouldn't. Primarily because he doesn't eat fish. McDonald's, chicken McDonald's, egg sandwiches. Did I miss anything?
I ate Cheerios for breakfast.
All right, guys, here we are. We have got the tour. The landowner is, he may be involved actually. He's a pretty cool guy. He's pretty chill, he's pretty relaxed. This is an established pond already. He's got a moose antler project here. He says he throws the moose down or the skulls down and the minnows pick it clean. That's a really cool technique. Maybe I'll have to try that at some point with the different skull. I think I have a couple bear skulls that I've been hesitant or delayed on doing. But check out this pond. He used to have brown trout in here, so he knows it works. It says it's like 12, 13, 14 feet deep. We got to be kind of nice to the goose. There's a goose there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a goose laying on eggs, so we're going to be quiet. We're going to back up a little bit so we don't disturb the goose. Anyway, it's not a very, very big pond, so it's not going to take our 1,000 fish that we have. But there's more good news, because the owner actually knows another guy who has a really awesome pond that's bigger and better than this one. And this will take the other 800 fish. So he doesn't have any fish in here right now, but I think he said that a lot of the predators were taking the heron, mink, all that good stuff, you know, all bad stuff if you're a pond owner. So this is good. We're good to go. We got a loose agreement. He's cool with me doing all my little projects. So we're good, problem solved. So we're gonna go take a drive. He's gonna take me up to meet his buddy, and we're gonna check out pond number 2. This is all about making lemonade when life hands you lemons. So don't ever let somebody or something beyond your control, out of your circumstances, to set you back. Don't. Always use it as an opportunity to make improvements to your life. Okay. Let's go for a drive. Let's see property number 2. All right, guys, we're at pond number 2. This is not a pond. This is a freaking lake. It's huge. It's like, I don't know, 2-3 acres or so. If we put 800 fish in here, we'll probably never be able to see them ever again. So I might have to talk to Clark and see if he won't give us maybe twice as much, because this could be a really productive fish farm. I was told right now there's only koi in here. Koi are like an ornamental kind of fish. He's got boats set up. There's an island out here. I mean, this thing's got everything. I don't know why I was being rinky-dink with the other pond and digging it out. Seems like a waste of time at this point, doesn't it? Yes, it does. This is a monologue. I don't know why I'm talking to myself. Oh yeah, it's because you guys can't talk back. But leave your comments below. What do you guys think? Do you like option number 1, smaller, more intimate? Or do you like option number 2, massive, vast? I'm still walking and I haven't got to the other end of the pond. The only thing I don't know is how deep it is. So, but I don't really care. With the volume that's coming through here, there's gotta be at least one spot in here that's deep enough to house these fish and keep them happy. Especially with that water coming in. We will put our aerator in here, but I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference, to be honest. I mean, look how big this is. And there's actually a windmill over there. I didn't get a video of that, and I'm not walking back because it's too far away. But it's already being aerated. But we do owe it to our aerator sponsor, dugoutdude.ca. So we'll bring our stuff over here too, if everything works out. I still have to talk to the owner. He's not here today, but we were allowed to come, ushered in by the other owner. Connections. Boys and girls, that's what it's all about. So here we go. This is option number 2. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below.